Oh, your mic, bro. It's like gargled up again.
Is it gargled up?
Oh, there it goes. Now it's good. I don't know why it does that.
I don't know, man. My mic does its own thing. But listen, guys, technical difficulties aside, welcome everybody to a first live stream. Myself, the Crypto Shop, and of course, you know I got my man Jay Seals in the building.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Listen, guys, we are here for a little bit of a late night stream on the Clear Cryptos channel. I named this stream the Clear Objective. Why? Because tonight, what we wanted to do is we wanted to kind of introduce ourselves to the Clear Cryptos audience, those that have maybe never seen us before on the Crypto Shop, never heard of our channel at all, right? However, those people that are new to crypto, that may be looking to move into crypto or that have never heard of crypto before. Today, we wanted to kind of give our story, our history, our background on exactly how we got into crypto. Myself and Justin come from a very unique background, and we're going to go into that background today on the channel. But first and foremost, just like I do every day on the Crypto Shop, I would like to say welcome, guys. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the like and the subscribe button. Turn the notification bells on for the Clear Cryptos channel. Make sure everybody in the YouTube land knows that we are here, that we exist, and we will continue to provide clear content for the Clear Cryptos community. That being said, I would like to go into the comment section, say hello to the community that is here, and then myself and Justin will get into some things that, you know, to let you know a little bit about ourselves and talk about crypto at the same time. So, Justin, without further ado, man, I'm going to get into these comments because I know you have zero access to this channel today, which is pretty cool. So that means it means I'm back in control, man. I'm back in control. So
I was about to go and click the first comment. I can't do that.
I love it. So we got BK2 in the building. What's going on, BK2?
What's up, BK?
Clear Cryptos is in the building. Thank goodness you are here. Good evening. Hit the like button on your way in. Enjoy the show. Absolutely. We got Mr. Daniel in the building from the Crypto Shop. We appreciate you, man. Nick Manis. Never heard that name before, but welcome and thank you for stopping by the Clear Cryptos channel. We appreciate you. Austin Hilton is in the building. My guy says, hey, guys, what's going on, Austin? Crypto villains rise up, says Nick Manis. I don't know if I'm going to be a villain, but, you know, we're gonna do what we do. Boca G is in the building giving us the hand. What's going on, brother? Daniel Leon Lyon says, here comes two. Oscar Ramos in the building. What's going on, man? I cannot wait to stream with you and have a very good conversation with you, my guy. Willow Crypto Cat says, hi, all. What's going on, Willow?
What's up?
Daniel giving more hellos. What's going on, Daniel? We got Dillinger Dave in the building. Says, hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing good tonight. Yes, we are. We got Official Postification says, hi there. What's going on, Official Postification? The Real Crypto News says, hey. We got Daniel in the building again, says it's 4 a.m., so non-zero chance I'll fall asleep on keyboard. Don't do it, Daniel. Don't do it, Daniel. Cat Justin says, what's up, y'all? What's going on, Cat Justin? We had a great conversation earlier today. Hex Metal Barbie is giving us the fist pump. What's going on, Hex? And then Official Postification is blowing up the chat right now, and I appreciate you guys. Crypto Scarecrow says, hi, panel in chat. And then Official Postification says, the crypto villains are here to support, baby. We appreciate you guys. And Brett Lopez says, what's up, everyone? All right, guys, listen. If you haven't heard of Clear Cryptos, it is a team, a brand that is, in my opinion, ready to bring something to crypto that has not really been done in the space. What their main focus and objective has always been since the first time I heard about this project, it's always been education, which is something myself and Justin can relate to all the time because that's basically what we do on our channel every single day. Yeah, we laugh, we joke, and we have fun. However, our main focus of our channel is all about education. Technical analysis is something that we like to tackle. However, we're going to share with you today the reason why technical analysis was the main focus of our channel. We're going to relate that all back to Clear Cryptos and their vision as a team and what they plan on bringing to the space. So without further ado, Jay Seals, if you would, brother, tell us your story.
All right, so I feel like our stories, me and T Hobbs, is pretty intertwined together with how I kind of got started in the world of investing, right? So it wasn't crypto that I started with; it was actually the stock market. So it was around 2021, like end of 2020, and the stimulus money was coming in, and Tesla was about to split. I believe it was a 4-to-1 split or 3-to-1 split, whatever the split was. Yeah. And I was like, I gotta get me some Tesla. Like Tesla was going crazy. I was like, I gotta get some. So I opened up an M1 Finance account. I went ahead, I bought Tesla. Apple also split, so I bought Apple. I bought some Netflix and a couple other little things here and there. And they were just long-term holds for me. I was like, all right, I'll just let this sit, do what it do, whatever. So about 6 months goes by, and Hobbs hits me up and he's like, hey bro, you need to start investing in GameStop. GameStop's going wild. And I'm like, bro, like I can't afford GameStop. Like it's $100 a share, and I'm not gonna be able to make the type of money that you're making. He's like, oh, okay, man, whatever. And I knew about stocks. I knew how expensive they were, but I didn't know what he was really doing. So I think he posted something on Facebook one time, and I was like, bro, what are you doing? And he was just like, let me show you the way. And like, that was it, man. Like we started getting into options and trading options. And then on top of that, I'm in the Navy, I'm active duty, and I teach for my profession right now. And so one of my students was actually into Dogecoin. And this was like right around the time it was about like, I think 15, 16 cents, something like that. And he's like, you have to get Dogecoin. He had his Robinhood pulled up. He showed me Dogecoin, and he was like, I really think this is gonna do something. So I was like, all right, fine. Let me put like $200-300 in. I did, flipped it to like $1,200. Held on a little bit too long past the Elon Saturday Night Live, but I ended up taking my profit and getting out, and that's the money that I used to start trading in options. That was my first initial investment. I remember I talked to Hobbs and I was like, bro, should I just use this money that's sitting in Robinhood? He's like, yeah, use it. I was like, all right. I mean, it's not doing anything, right? So I might as well use this money. So, that's where I started. And options is just it's so much different than crypto. Like with Dogecoin, I sat, let it go, and it worked out for me. But options is a whole nother beast, a whole nother animal. And I still remember my very first option play. We were playing one of the stocks. I picked the wrong stock. I picked the wrong price. Like I did all the wrong stuff and ended up losing. And from that point on, I was like, I gotta get good at this. So I really took a deep dive into, how to get better. Started watching YouTube videos. I was like, I remember I would find a YouTube video at like 2:00 in the morning, and I would text Hobbs and be like, bro, you got to watch this channel. You got to watch this. It'd be like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just consuming as much information as I possibly could because I really wanted to get it down. Not only were we doing that, but we were also in Discords. We were paying, $100 a month, $200 a month for some of these Discords, like all together, we'd be in like 3 or 4 of them. And we're just trying to learn TA, trying to learn the way. I even got into a couple courses. So, like I was really paying my dues, paying my tuition in the market to learn TA and to chase this financial freedom. Now, around that same time, we were also following a YouTuber named Chris Sane. And Chris Sane got us into a certain token that we're not going to talk about. But that was like my foray really into DeFi, like, because Doge is DeFi, but it ain't really DeFi, like the community in Doge isn't like this other community that we're not gonna name. But that was the foray into DeFi, and then it was all short from there. And now the goal is just to teach what we took from the stock market world and bring it into crypto and DeFi, and just to help everybody become better investors, better traders, and just better understanding of the entire market and just how it works. And I think that's one of the things I like about Clear Cryptos is that's one of their goals as well. So it aligns with us.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, for myself, I mean, first of all, thank you for that introduction, man. Like that entire story, I think, is what people kind of need to hear in the beginning, right? They need to know that nobody's coming up here saying that we figured it out, right? Nobody's coming up here saying that we know all the information. However, instead, we're taking the opposite route where we're making ourselves relatable to let you know that we've made a lot of the mistakes, right?
Tons.
So that we can come here and sit and say, listen, there is a better way. There is a easier way to get into crypto, a more clear vision. So for myself, I was a 13-year Navy veteran, and stocks and everything started to come my way. I was always into investing, always into ways to further my income, right? I did get into AMC and GameStop, and I did send Justin a photo. I think I was up like 30,000 or 50,000. It was like some ungodly number, right? It was crazy money playing options. But one thing I didn't do is I didn't stop to learn how I got there. And because of that, I lost a lot of that money because I didn't stop to learn the technical analysis, the learning to take profit, a lot of the education that people kind of forget about. I didn't learn, market capitalization. I didn't learn about liquidity. I didn't learn about support, resistances, and things like that of that nature. I also didn't have anybody to teach me that. I didn't have a channel specifically that I could go to. So I had to go out and search for that information. Luckily, I did find it. Myself and Justin immersed ourselves into soaking up as much information as we possibly could into stocks. Later, we found other projects as far as Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, made good money on those projects. And we started to realize that there is a way that you can make even more money learning about cryptos at early phases that you can get into. And if you get into the right crypto safely, then you have a major upside that doesn't even exist even in the stock world. I think what Clear Cryptos is trying to bring to the table is they're trying to bring a safe way to get into these positions, at the right time, out of these positions at the right time, and safely guide you through those particular positions by giving you an option of having an educational channel. I know one of the things on their roadmap, unofficial roadmap, right, is having a 24-hour channel. Having a channel that you can come to every single day, search through and say, hey, this is all the information you need. And I think that's what, the beginning stages of Clear Cryptos is. So shout out to Oscar Ramos. He says, you got this. Oh, of course we do. Enrique Torres says, Clear Cryptos slowly melting faces. So true, Enrique. Okay, so each of you, which mistake stands out the most in your memory and what did you learn from it? Clearly, Daniel is awake. So I'll go first.
Yeah.
The biggest mistake for me, Daniel, was I think as an options trader, like the first thing we are kind of taught is you should never exercise your option, right? I ended up exercising like 3 of my options as opposed to taking that capital and just running with it, right? I think the biggest mistake that I made was staying in a play way too long, overstaying my welcome, which I think is a very common mistake that most traders make, right? It's something that I think that anybody can relate to that's ever made a trade, either in stocks, options, or crypto. Our biggest mistake is not knowing when to take profit and exit the play. Leave a, quote unquote moon bag behind, right? And let that moon bag still make you money. So that would be my biggest mistake. I don't know what Justin has.
Yeah, I think you kind of took mine and you took the long roundabout way of saying having a trading plan.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
that's exactly what, and that was going to be my exact answer was, man, whether like Hop said, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whether it's options, you have to have a plan. You have to go in defining your risk, knowing how much you're willing to put on the table for risk, and knowing that you don't have to lose everything, right? Like this when I got into crypto, there was this hodl mentality, right? You have to hold on for dear life no matter what, right? Because it's going to the moon. And you don't have to have that mentality. Like, it's okay to sell. It's okay to sell, buy at a lower price. It's okay to, add on to your position that you already have, but just coming with a solid plan and then sticking to that plan, because it's easy to come up with a plan. It's easy to say, hey, look, I'm going to get into this, and if I'm down 15%, I'm going to get out, right? But when it comes down to it and you're down that 15%, it is very hard and very emotional, right? To cut that loss and say, hey, you know what? I accept that I lost and I'm going to get out, right? Because that's another thing and another aspect of trading that isn't really talked about so much, is the emotional side of it, right? Because it's not just about the money, it's about the emotion behind it. And we always preach, don't use your emotions, you have to use your head. But I mean, that's easier said than done. So, and that just takes time. It takes practice, and it takes, detaching yourself from the money and just making the biggest, the best decisions when the time comes.
Yeah. And I think, first of all, welcome, Zach. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome, Oscar. And then Cat Justin says, my biggest mistake was getting infected with the win Lambo mentality early.
Yep.
Thankfully, I had people like Zach, Daniel, Boca, and others to slap the S out of me and tell me no, LOL. Yeah, and one of the biggest quotes from Clear Cryptos is not win Lambo, right? Their biggest quote is hashtag official postification just said it, hashtag win lifestyle. Because a Lambo, I mean, come on, a Lambo, all it comes with is expensive maintenance costs that continuously cost you money. Win lifestyle is reaching a level where houses, cars, boats, those aren't things that you're even worried about getting anymore. You're more worried about, or you're more focused on proper education for your children, setting up awesome vacations to just sit back on a resort and never worrying about what the cost may be. Because when you actually reached a level of win lifestyle, it's financial freedom. Let's just call it what it is. That's what it is. It's financial freedom. But backgrounds on point, live stream on point. Hey, thank you so much, Exy Quinn.
Yeah, thank you.
Lambo is a liability when we want assets, 100%. Appreciate you guys. I'm glad you like it. Ladies seem to like the Lambos. But one of the things we wanted to discuss was, the basic things that you can see on the actual website of Clear Cryptos. So before I even was, contacted, about Clear Cryptos, the first thing I saw was this website. And the one thing that caught my eye, because I'm a trader, right, is the trading algorithm, the analytics, right? This dashboard here, what this shows me is that Clear Cryptos could potentially be creating a platform for trading that may be a little easier than, insert name here, right? I'm not here to bash anybody's projects or anybody's, trading platforms. What I can say is, as a trader, when I'm dealing with a trading platform, and whether it be Clear Crypto or whatever asset I'm trying to get to, I want to be able to get in my asset and out of my asset in a timely manner that doesn't cost me money, right? There's already things that you have to deal with when it comes to gas fees, taxes, stuff like that, right? What if there is a platform out there that takes away all of those issues? If Clear Cryptos can bring something like that to the scene, I'm very, very interested. I modern my thought process behind a platform that many of you may know, many of you may not know, but the Webull platform, right? If you guys have ever traded in stock market, and if you haven't, this probably looks like foreign jargon to you. However, I wanted to reference this platform because one thing that this platform does is it allows you to get, I know these are stocks and I know they use order books as opposed to liquidity, but we'll get into all of that. However, the important thing that I wanted to take away from this platform is, if there's a way that I can get into my stocks or into my crypto and out of my crypto, have a trading plan already established for me, an algorithm already written for me, something that's already been working and already been tested, then I'm very interested in that. coming into crypto. I think those are some of the things that Clear Crypto is looking at doing. And guys, I can't even tell you how excited I am to be a part of the team and be able to hear some of the things that potentially could be coming down the pipe. And before I spill all the beans, Justin, just take the mic away from me. Take the mic away from me.
So the other platform that we feel like represents what could potentially be the future, and it's probably the easiest platform you could possibly ever use, is Robinhood, right? So everybody knows Robinhood, whether you love it or you hate it. You know, Robinhood is by far the easiest platform on the market to use. I mean, literally, you just put the amount of dollars that you want in there, and you can buy. You know, I think they have like 10 or 11 cryptos on Robinhood so far right now. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it makes it very, very easy, and you don't have to worry about, you know, any of the other stuff that you might have to worry about on any of your regular swaps or, you know, wherever else that you buy your crypto from. So if you can bring something like this ease of use to the DeFi space, then what it does is it allows even the newest investor to come in and have a good experience, right? It allows them to come in and not feel so lost, and to be able to get right in and invest their money without having to download a wallet and then go and get the ETH and then have to go to another website to swap the ETH over. And then, you know, and then on top of that, you on your wallet, then what happens when the token doesn't show up? And then you don't know what's going on because your token's not there, right? Because that wallet doesn't have that token. And then you got to go and find the token by putting in the token address. You know, there's just so many things that makes DeFi that much harder, that if it's all in one platform like a Robinhood, then it's right there for you. And, you know, you don't have to go on YouTube and be concerned about, well, where did my token go on Trust Wallet or on MetaMask or whatever. So
absolutely. And then, you know, the education part, right? The education part is starting to take place right now. You see, if you guys have taken a look at the YouTube channel, I mean, you're here now, but take a look at the videos down below. The first introduction video that all of the ambassadors that have come together, you know, nobody's getting paid, right? Nobody's out here collecting a check for this. If we were, we would be having paid promotion across the top, right? We would, because that's the responsible thing to do. We're out here because we all, myself, Justin, Zach, Austin, Joker, shout out to the post chain out there, right? Oscar Ramos, Tammy, you know, people in the background, Foxy, Daniel, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're here because we all believe in like what this particular team could put together. We see the writings on the wall, right? And we know that there's something big coming. Not something that's necessarily a money grab, except something that could potentially change the space for good. Because we all know at the end of the day, regulation is coming. We welcome regulation, honestly. Like I'm okay with that. And I think Clear Cryptos is also okay with that, because with regulation, it gets rid of a lot of the cloudiness, right? And I think that's where Clear Cryptos kind of came up with the name. I wasn't there when it came up with the name, but I think that's why the name is there, because it's like there's a lot of cloudiness here, and the goal for them is to reach that 95% or the 96% of people that are not in crypto yet, right? Everybody knows it. Every YouTuber out here says it, right? You know, we're the 4%, we're the 5%, whatever that number is, it's too small. If crypto is ever to be massively adopted, right, to be the number one currency, or the currency that changes, you know, that the currency that's next to transition from the dollar, if that's ever to happen, then it has to be massively adopted first. And I think Clear Cryptos has a true plan for making that happen. So I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Justin.
Yeah, I mean, I think the two things that stop people from investing in crypto is, one, fear, and two, just not knowing, right? Like, I mean, I kind of alluded to the fact that it can be tough to get the information that you need to successfully invest in crypto. And then not only that, but then feel secure in the investment that you're actually in, right? Like, if I invest in a stock, I'm not worried that the stock is just going to go away tomorrow, right? But if I invest in a certain coin, well, you know, if I didn't do the right research, and even if I did do the right research, it can still go away in the blink of an eye, and then you're left with nothing, right? And you don't have that same security that you would in the stock market, that, you know, this is going to be around, because in the stock market, you know, these things have been around, you know, 50 years, 20 years, 10 years, however many years, right? Cryptocurrency, it might last for 3 years, 5 years, you know, in the DeFi space, if you're lucky.
2
you
weeks.
know, like, huh?
I said 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, short as 2 weeks. I mean, yeah, we've seen them last even shorter, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, you want to bring you. The main thing that I feel like, and what I really like about Clear Cryptos, is that we already have the 4%, right? The 4% know what they're doing, but it's the other 96% that doesn't. And if you alleviate that fear and you have more people talking about crypto, then it becomes mass adoption, right? Then we see it everywhere. And the whole thing is that you want people to come in and have a first good experience so that they stay, right? Because it doesn't matter if you get 96% to come in, they have a bad experience and like, that's it, I'm out, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore. So not only do you have to bring them in, but you also have to give them a good experience so that they stick around. Because it's not going to matter at the end of the day if they don't continue to invest. So 100%. that makes me even more bullish on Clear Crypto's overall plan, because the education piece, this piece right now, what we're doing right now, is what makes people stay around, right? Because they have a source of information that they can come to learn all the ins and outs about crypto. So that way, one, they get rid of the fear, and two, they have a good experience so that they do end up sticking around. And that's our equation right there.
Absolutely. And then shout out to Enrique. Says great minds put together. That's why I'm bullish on Clear Crypto. Absolutely. Whenever I see teams come together that, you know, have a common goal, you know, when I look to see who's on that team, right? And to me, it's like, it's a no-brainer. It's like, look, everybody that comes to, you know, my other channel, my channel, the Crypto Shop, myself and Justin, you guys should know us by now. And one thing you know about us is, if it smells like a skunk, we're going to tell you that it stinks. Period, point blank. I wouldn't be here on this green, beautiful platform that I created. I'm just going to sit that out there. Me and Justin picked out these colors. These are nice. I saw the comments. I appreciate you guys. But we wouldn't be here, right? We wouldn't be here, you know, putting our platform on the line if we smelled something that stinks. Instead, we are here because we smell something that could potentially be huge for crypto in general. I want to see crypto succeed. I want to see a day where me explaining crypto to my mom, my sister, my brothers, you know what I'm saying, my wife, my children, is not as hard as, hey, what you need to do is download MetaMask, right? You need to put this password in. You need to save this seed phrase. You need to do X, Y, Z. Oh, and then by the way, you also, you know, before I'm done, I'm out of fingers. I'm out of steps. And they're like, dude, what is crypto? You know what I mean? Like I lost them at the word crypto. I want to be able to have step A, B, C, D. And also, don't worry because your money's safe. Which brings me to my next topic, which was safety. Safety for your entire investment, right? What if there's a way, right? And again, I'm not here to spill no beans. However, I got to speak my mind, right? What if there is a way to make the investor much more safe? Everybody knows that if you've been in DeFi, and even if you haven't, if you've just been paying attention to the news, you don't even have to be in crypto. If you've just been paying attention to the news, the first thing you hear is about Celsius. You know, what's the other one?
BlockFi.
BlockFi and no. What's the Terra Luna? Terra Luna, 3AC. Those, I mean, the fear is here. The fear is already here to push you away from your opportunity. Clear Cryptos is here to bring you back in to the experience of a lifetime, right? To clear up that picture, to say, look, everybody doesn't have to go bankrupt in crypto. Everybody doesn't have to, you know, make a bad decision. Yes, there are bad projects out there. There are projects out there that are going to try to steal your money. I hate to break it to you guys, but it's true. And quite frankly, there are platforms out there that allow these projects to come in and take your money because somebody knows that these are bad projects, right? What if there was a platform that didn't allow those type of things to happen? What if there was a platform that allowed for proper verification, clarity to not only the investor, but also to the company, holding that company responsible for making sure the investor doesn't get REKT'd, right? What if that happened? And I think that's what, because when I think of the vision of safety, when I think of, revolutionizing something, it's got to be different. There's got to be a guarantee of some sort. And I think that's the path that Clear Cryptos is looking to take. So we'll see. Stay tuned. But I think safety is very, very, very important. How they establish that, we shall see. Stand by.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of like two-step verification on like phones or email or any place where you have to put your password into, right? You always have to, or they suggest that you do a two-step verification process where it could be the same in DeFi, right? We have a platform where they verify that it's safe, and then you still have to do your own due diligence to make sure that what you're investing in fits you and your personality, right? Like you can't, just because the platform says it's safe doesn't mean that you should automatically jump in, because it might not be the project for you.
Exactly.
But at least that the platform has vetted the project so that you're not just gonna get, again, like Hobbs said, wrecked. And then
I said REKT.
Yeah, but we know you meant wrecked. And then you do your own due diligence, your own research, and then you make the ultimate decision. But now you have this 2 steps, and this brings you to confidence, right? As investors, we need to be confident in the projects or the organizations or whatever you want to call it that we're investing in. And that's one of, honestly, the most important parts of investing, because that's what's going to keep you going even in a bear market. And once that bull market comes, boy, it's time to take those profits, or ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take those profits. So
yeah, we know what you meant, man. We know you weren't being gender specific.
I was trying not to be.
And then, last but not least, and I'm going through this particular format for our first live stream because what I wanted to do is, some people look at these things and they read it and they just be like, oh, it's just another, token. Right? Because that's what they look at anything that comes to the DeFi space as. It's just another token. Well, I'm here to tell you that this is a movement. This is not just another token. These particular words in here, when you go through and read this, they actually mean something. Networking is a huge part of all of this. It's a reason why all of us have come together as team members, as ambassadors, as speakers, as influencers, as people that just want to see change, not asking for change, right? There's a reason why we're all here. That speaks to the strength of the network first and foremost, because all of you guys watch Zach, hopefully you're watching the Crypto Shop, but all of you guys watch Zach, Austin, Oscar, like all of the big names out there. You guys are all watching them. What makes you think that they're here to hurt you, right? And if you know them, you know that they're not trying to be a part of something to wreck their brand. They're just not. So the first part of that network is allowing, convincing the ambassadors to say, yeah, we like what we hear. We like what we hear and we want to be a part of that. But beyond that, Clear Cryptos, I think I can say this safely, right? Clear Cryptos network is a network unlike anyone I've ever seen in the space. That's as far as I'll go with that. But I'll also tell you that your network is your net worth.
God, you stole my line. I hate you.
Yes, got him. Your network is definitely your net worth, right? And as you continue to move in the crypto space, and as Clear Cryptos continues to peel off the layers of what they really are and who they really are, I think you guys will be very impressed with the network that Clear Cryptos possesses. So
yeah, and it's not just about the overall network of just Clear Cryptos, but it's about bringing in the community as well, right? Building the Clear Cryptos community.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I know. Building the Clear Cryptos community is just another network in itself where we all get stronger together, right? Because like Hob said, your network is your net worth, but we're all in this together. We're all one big community. We're all one big family. And this growth and this networking, for lack of a better term, it's important. I mean, and even more so in this bear market that we're going through right now. I mean, this is really how you get done to expand your organization as a whole. So it's very important to be able to work with other people to expand the brand, right? Yeah. See, there we go. I got one that works.
I see what you did there. I see what you did. Very, very slick, you little slickster. But yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, guys, if you've never been in here before, obviously you couldn't have gone. You couldn't have been in here before because we've only done like 2 live streams. So, guys, this is a question and answer live stream as well. So, to the best of our ability, without breaking the mystery of Clear Cryptos, right? We would like to open up the floor for questions, for questions that we could potentially answer for you, or just talks about crypto, things that you want to see done in crypto. That's how you build a project, or not just a project, because I don't want to call Clear Cryptos a project. It's not, but that's how you build a vision. It's how you build a brand. That's how you make the vision clear, is you listen to what the space actually needs. So shout out to Cat Tech Justin. Is one of Clear Cryptos' goals is to create a resource for investors to identify reputable projects with proven utility, not just a sound smart contract and good marketing. Yeah, I would say to that question, I think that trying to figure out the best way to answer this. I think that create a resource for investors to identify reputable projects. I think that the resource would necessarily be them, because they would be the people making sure that you're investing in a good project, not just by verifying, because there's more to a good project than, and I hate to say it because I know everybody uses it in its space. There's more to a good project than taking the address and dropping it in the token sniffer. That doesn't do it. Like, that's not it.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief, that's not it. That's not what makes a good project. Good marketing is also not what makes a good project. You need to have a sound development team. You need to have a sound, level of a vision for your project, right? There's more to that than just the marketing and the smart contract. So I think one of the goals for Clear Cryptos is definitely to bring you more and more resources to ensure your investment. So,
well, I think to answer that question as well, my take on it is this right here. What we're on is the resource to help investors identify reputable projects, right? Like, you're going to see content creators on this platform creating videos on how you can do your own research into the project, right? And that's kind of what my point was leading to, piggybacking off of Hobbs's point about the 2-step verification, right? Like, the platform will verify, but it's also your job to verify. And this resource right here will be the resource to help you, where we can point you in the right direction of places you can go and things you should look out for, things you should be reading to help you make the best possible decision that you can on the project, right? Deep diving into how to read a white paper, deep diving into what to look at in a contract, how to look at liquidity, how to look at market cap, how to look at all these different aspects of crypto so that you can make the best possible decision for yourself.
Yeah, no doubt. And then Daniel says, which common strategies, both research and planning, have been most successful with repeatability in your investment history? Well, for me, it's getting to know the developers, right? Getting to know who I'm investing my money with. You know, that's not the only thing I go by. However, I need to know these people. I don't need to know their faces. I don't need to know. I need to hear them talk about their project. You know, whatever it is, whatever the token is, I need to get into, get into a conversation with them so that I know, have a better idea of what the vision is. Once I understand the project or the brand or whatever it is, right? Once I understand it, then I start my research. Once I start my research, things I'm looking for is I'm looking for strong, liquidity, what the market cap is, what the vision is. How does this company generate revenue? What are the chances of this company being, when you're looking at crypto, how long is this company going to be out? Do they have a sound business plan? Do they have a 1 year, a 3 year, a 5 year plan? Do they have a roadmap in place? Is this sustainable? Those are things that I look at when I'm looking at, before even investing, right? And then strategy. I mean, come on, technical analysis all day, fundamental analysis all day. I'm watching the market. I'm trying to figure out exactly where my entry points are, without going into too much craziness, but where my entry points are, where do I want to exit, whether or not I'm going to be a trader or an investor, are all things I decide prior to putting a penny into anything. And I don't just invest my money in anything. I don't do DGen plays. Like, I'm not that guy, right? I've never been. But I always have a trading plan and an idea of whether or not is this going to be a trade for me, or is this going to be an investment for me? So those are things that I look at as far as strategy and planning and research. So yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Daniel. And Justin, I'll give you the same.
I agree with pretty much everything you said. The one thing that I will add is I think AMAs with the development team has actually been one of the most important things for me throughout just, crypto in general. A lot of the AMAs, you can get a lot from them, right? You can, I think that's to your point of kind of getting to know the development team and kind of this is one thing that I really love about crypto is the fact that you have direct access to talk or ask questions to a developer, right? Like, this type of access in the stock market world would take you owning like 23-25% of the company and being on the board and making decisions, right? Like, literally there, you have DAO tokens where you can essentially steer the token the best way you can for the community. Like, you have to be on the board. You have to have millions of dollars to do this. And you could hold, 100 million token and be, oh, what are you going to say? Because I know you got to.
Well, what I was going to say is, the thing is I don't even need to talk to the head guy.
No.
But I do need to have, you know what I mean? Like,
there's got to be consistency.
There you go. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
reason,
I need to have some person that I can talk to, right? I don't need an AMA with, like a, the head guy, right? I don't need
not the head guy, but just in my experience, right? We've seen AMAs that are like, okay, we're going to do this. And then the next AMA is like, well, we said we were going to do this, but actually that's not what's about to happen. We're going to do this. Oh, and by the way, we need all this money to get it done, right? And this is like, hold up now. This was not what was originally said. And you need all this money. So for me, one big thing that I look for is utility. I like to see either A, utility upon launch, or B, utility very soon after launch, and right?
Real world utility.
Yeah,
right?
real world
utility.
I want to know if it's going to cost money. How much money is it going to cost? And then that's when, like Hob said, I get into, okay, it's going to cost this much. All right, so how are we going to get there? The pre-sale, whatever. And then what are you doing with that money, right? What, like, transparency. That's what I want. I want to see transparency in a project. I want to see openness. And then from there, I just want to see deadlines met, right? Like, it's very important to see if you set a deadline, that deadline should be hit, or no excuses. Really, no excuses. If you say something's going to get done, just get it done. Or if not, then don't say it, and let it come out when it's ready to be out. So, that's where I find the most success. And then like Hobbs said, I mean, TA is kind of just the bedrock of what we do. It gives clarity to what's going on with the company and the chart, and it for me the chart is the result of the work, right? The chart is the result of the community. So if the chart and it doesn't always necessarily reflect the chart doesn't necessarily reflect the hard work completely, but it shows, right? It shows consumer confidence, right? Or community confidence in this case. So yeah, TA is just the bedrock of everything that we do just in general. And everything has a risk to it, but TA mitigates that risk when you're investing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just to put a bow on all of this, man, it goes all the way back to, what is this over here? Over there. Yeah. No Trust Act, right? To just wrap it all and bring it all together, right? No Trust Act, right? It says, know what you need to know. You know what I mean? Like, know what you need to know. That to me, that just breaks it all down. It's like, trust the information, trust the source, act with you need to do all, you need to have these first two so you can act with confidence. Yeah. And I feel like that's one thing that experience gives you, but also with a company like, a brand, a movement like Clear Cryptos, they're trying to give you all of that in one package deal, right? And you're going to start to see that as time goes on. And it's late over here. It's what, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock over there where Justin is. I'm not going to hold you guys all night, man. If you guys have any other questions, for the first live stream, we will be continuing to go live stream. This thing is going to be open morning, noon, night. Once we get this thing revving up, trust me, myself and Justin are working on videos. All of the other ambassadors are working on videos. Plus, we're planning to go live. The goal is, 1,000 subscribers by the end of the week. So tell a neighbor, tell a friend. I'm going to tell my wife to go subscribe right now. But get out there and start talking about Clear Cryptos, because we're going to get on here and start asking and start listening to your questions. So Justin, if you want to close, brother, and if anybody has any other questions, please drop them in the chats. But other than that, we're going to get ready to get up out of here. But what you got, brother?
Yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing is bringing new people into the space, giving them a very, very good experience. And to do that, you have to shorten the learning curve, right? Because it's a steep learning curve. It really is steep. So Clear Cryptos has a plan to shorten that curve so that more people will stick around when they come. But yeah, like Hobbs said, we're going to be doing this a lot. You're going to be seeing all of our faces a lot on here. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and spending this time with us and rocking with us and vibing for the past almost hour. And yeah, we're definitely going to be back here again. So get used to seeing our faces, because we ain't going nowhere.
Absolutely, man. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time tonight. We will see you guys soon. You guys get some rest. It's going to be a long one. Please stay cool out there, because I know we are in the middle of a global warming attack right now. The weather is really, really hot here in Kansas. So stay cool, get under some AC, drink plenty of water. We will see you guys on the next episode of Clear Cryptos. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good night. Peace.